All right, let's get into the show. 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 All right, let's talk about the reason why I'm making this video. SBE, Shame, Blame, and Explain, has been taken off. It's what happens when truly, and I mean truly, ain't shit dudes with no career field, nothing about the productivity piece, nothing to offer to society. They know that we never had a voice before. So what they do once they get their voice, they focus right back on women. And not the good women. It's only the women that you should stay away from. But see, they don't know that. So you have all these fake gatekeepers to women within the society that they don't control. These women are only doing what they can get away with. If you don't have any type of power to walk away or to go get a better deal than they are, they're going to do exactly what they're supposed to be doing right now. It's been the same throughout history. Those who stay have nothing to complain about. And you really have got to understand that the women are not going to mess with one specific demographic of men. It would make no sense in the universe for a woman to do that. The reason why it would make no sense for a woman to do that, because these social chameleons would just change themselves into whatever subsegment of person that they think the woman is dealing with. So the women have to mess with and deal with everybody, which is what's happening here. Now, they always try to harken back to high school experience, popularity, like normal things that have nothing to do with nothing, as the highest point of their so-called masculinity. But I'm clearly telling you that none of that stuff is the case either. Nobody asked for these individuals to pick up this job that they're actually doing. They did it on their own. They did it on their own. They did it because, not that they think she's stupid, because she is the total beneficiary here. That's what game is about, for women's benefit, not for your benefit. So when you run up in a woman's face and give all of your intentions on a silver platter, that helps her out, not you out. And your willingness to do something this dumb and stupid is not a depth of character-based thing. If you give somebody more of what they want, what leverage do you truly have? Imagine if you had a credit card. What's wrong with that? Imagine if you had a credit card. You have a credit card from a bank. You didn't pay not one payment on time, and you maxed out your credit limit as soon as you got the card. And let's say you call up the bank. Hey, I would like a raise in credit limit. Could you give me more credit? I'm like, okay, so what did you do with the current credit that you have? It seems that you didn't make a payment on time ever. You maxed out the card as soon as you got it. 3 months in a row, you were either late or you paid the minimum amount due for the actual card. Why should we give you more credit? That's what this is. A situation to where you're not in a position to have leverage over these people within the environment here. All of their plays are codified by the federal government, if not the local government. They don't need your help for anything. And you can't keep saying that you want to try to have a family with people with no training on how to actually respect the family and actually have a place within the family unit. You want the family. So how can you want the family, but you want to go to people with no training on what you want and expect for them to be shamed and humiliated even though they're enjoying themselves at the expense of you not enjoying yourself? So now you have all of these individuals who are not really all that popular within their city or where they go, but they come online stunting like they the man out here, stunting like they got the answers to this woman. Oh, I'm gonna roast it. Like, how can you roast somebody who is winning 100% out of 100% of the time, regardless of whether you're looking or not? That's like me calling myself trying to roast Elon Musk. How the hell am I gonna be able to affect that dude? That dude's out there doing him, having the time of his life, and you can have the time of your life too. The only thing you got to do is drop the idea that this stuff is going to work, and you have to exceedingly get your stuff together and not give it back to these people. Because at the end of the day, these people are waiting on suckers to come back to the table. They are waiting on suckers to come back to the table. And all of these game dudes are the dudes who are helping these individuals escort you back to the table. All of these people not talk about their own power. They're doing nothing but escorting you back to their table. It is like a highway where every off ramp sends you right back into the direction of the community. These people are the town criers of Hoesville. These dudes are. It doesn't matter how many women you show off. It doesn't matter how many. The fact that you have to keep repeating this system and cycle over and over again means your ass is losing. Remember what Chris Rock said? There is no sex in the champagne room? Yes. There is no family level people left in the community. Everybody's getting a social chameleon on right now. Everyone. Everybody is looking for somebody dumber than them to hook up with for some unspecified period of time. What's going on, LOM? For somehow for these things to work. How are these things supposed to work? What's going on, Beta Man, please? The fact that game dudes and women are on the same side against BM going elsewhere should be a clear indicator that leaving is the right thing to do. I agree. Because I knew it was going to come down to a specific point to where it was going to come down to the women who actually benefited from men not having an actual choice. Those were going to be the loudest women in the room at some point. They was going to go from quietly benefiting to loudly trying to shame people into staying. Again, how many times do you want to be practicing this level of nonsense for this stuff to work? I'm here for things to work. I'm here to make sure productive people have productive lives. That's the point of why I'm here. I'm not here to help unproductive men get access to more women that they ain't gonna do anything for. That's not why I'm here. That's not why I'm here. Because when you do get your chance to have a voice, you got to be a credit to the people that you actually came from. And us actually coming online and focusing exclusively on women is a bad look for us overall. It's an incredibly bad look for us overall. What's going on, Johnny Blaze? What's going on, Magic? Major's going on, Roger Spice. Bada bing, what's going on? So this is what I'm saying. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through a video catalog of this individual. So that way you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So that way you can see the one end of the SBE, which is having an encyclopedic knowledge of an exact subsegment of woman that you don't need to be with. And then you're going to see the other side of the SBE situation, which is teaching you how to deal with the same women that they just educated you on that you should stay away from. Because, see, you got to see both sides of this. It isn't one side, it's both sides of this. Because a lot of people think they slick around here, man, and they keep playing us for a damn fool. So, I'm going to let the video track record speak for itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to start going through some videos and looking at some titles. And then we're going to go all the way to the end where he's starting to feed you back into the same people that he just tried to rescue you from with all this information. So, without further ado, let's go through some videos. Share screen. Chrome tab, because this needed to be done a long ass time ago, but this is where we're at. Let's see. This is our first video. Now, this video is called Males Impersonating German Shepherd is Dragging the Queens. Okay. For this specific video, obviously he's talking about gay people. And this is what I keep saying, man. How many times do you have to see people who always hate gay people, it's called complex design, end up being the people who are actually gay themselves? I'm not saying ministerjap is, I'm just saying, how many preachers have we seen? Jesse Lee Peterson happens to be the latest one. Whole career was about throwing gay people under the bus. Turns out this guy had several interactions with the LGBT community that he made a whole fortune off of. This is why I say, man, like, dude, gay people ain't but 1% of the population. 1%. What's going on now, son? Yeah, Eddie Long too. Yeah. So if you don't have a voice, yes, Jesse Lee Peterson. Yes, Imam Perry. Yes, that guy. Yes. So you have to understand that gay people can't be all that pressing to you, man, unless you fighting something on the inside, man. And remember, he's mad that gay people are are impersonating his chosen group of women that he focuses on. That's why he's mad here. Again, this ain't a problem for me because I can mind my own damn business and I can leave people the hell alone. So let's go to the next video. Yeah, because this dude love putting at best with everything. I'm not sure what that is, but you're gonna see this a running thing. Okay, obviously, because the only women that he can ever talk about is you're a single mother at best. Again, if you have access to women that are not single mothers, if you have access to a whole cadre of women throughout this society that you claim game gives you, why would you decide to focus on women that you don't want if you're getting everything that you do want via game? How is it that you find all this time to focus on these individuals that you don't want? And it's a cycle of the same content going over and over and over again. What's going on, Rayhana? So it's like, listen, obviously these people are in a bad situation. Obviously they're in a terrible situation that a lot of people prey on these women and shit. You know, like these game dudes promising them the world and all this whole other stuff. They be with them a couple nights and then they chuck them out there. That's what these dudes do. It should be very easy to stay away from personnel that you're not trying to end up with at the end of the day. Should be very easy. This is why I say the Pookie Ray Ray shit have had its time. I'm done with that argument. I found felons that I can work with. That's why I don't talk about this shit no more. I found felons that I can work with. I seen what felons did after the pandemic happened. I seen how felons stepped up and went into those jobs that didn't nobody want to go into. Yeah, they did step up. Come on, Asriel. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. Please don't say that. But yeah, it shows you. Like, you got to have some type of growth with your actual things that you actually talk about. There has to be some level of growth with that. So let's go to the next video because there's a lot of them. See what the name of this one is. Okay. And I don't know what made him decide to settle on this word. All right. So here's our next video. You're a German Shepherd at best. Again, I forgot how fine Lisa Ray was. My God. Yeah, I forgot all about that. But yeah, again, what's going on here from Uptown? So, again, if you have access to other women, why concentrate on the women you don't want? It doesn't make any sense. What's going on, JR? That's what I'm saying. You don't hear me talking that shit about Pookie Ray Ray and being down on fucking fellas and all that shit. I know once them dudes had the opportunity to get into the workforce, they was gonna do that shit. What's going on, Terrence B? Yeah. Gave him the information that he needed, gave him a way out, and he took off with that shit. The same thing I told my cousin. My cousin did like what, like 15 years for murder. And the union in the city was hiring. The union didn't ask him that many questions. He drove over to the other side of town in Shively, Kentucky, and he got on. Walked in there, was able to go through the actual training for his actual CDL, and he got on. Red Lord Black Sigma 2. What's going on? I don't think I've ever seen you before. Jap and Ringo are cut from the same strap cloth. That's why SBM. What's going on, Johnny Blaze? What's going on, Quiz the Prince? But here's the thing. Like, if you're going to stay within the same framework, there's really no reason to complain about the same group of women that you're going to settle for. Hell yeah. I got somebody who worked for me who can kill 4 people. You would never know it. You would never know it. One of the best employees I have. Mad respect for that dude. It was still kind of hard for me to believe that he was involved with some shit like that. But he was. So let's go to the next video. Again, Garfield Lawson, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, man. He has a pretty dope channel. He's a pretty legit dude. I love the dude, man. No excuses, ENT. That's exactly what he did. Helped the motherfuckers out with a ride. Yep. And this ass got conspiracy to commit murder. And all those so-called friends of his tried to turn around and blame him for all that shit. What's going on, Smash TV? What's going on, man? So let's go to the next one. Because we're talking about the same type of person. This is the next video. This is something that I actually don't understand. That's what I'm saying, Garfield, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Get in that school and get that damn education. And get your ass out there and be over 6 figures in a couple years. I'm looking forward to you making that kind of money and keeping that money to yourself and having your own happiness with that shit. Okay. German Shepherds are unfeminine feminists. Now, I never understood why grown-ass men come online and argue with feminists. If feminists have decided that they've checked out the family life, that they want to be on some YOLO nonsense all by themselves, why focus on those women? It should be a very easy deal to leave these people alone. Unless these personnel are the only personnel that you have access to. Yeah, you are right about that, the Drew man coming. You are right about that. Remember, we're talking about the same group of people that you can easily leave alone. Remember, you got all this game. How are you still talking about the same type of woman? I don't understand it. So then we're going to go to this video right here. Okay. How do we get to complaining about people's great grandmothers and shit? When you're supposed to be dealing with the current people who are here. Again, if she has a long line of single mother, no father around people, why are you dealing with this woman? What's going on, Ramil? So now we checking great grandmothers now? That's what part of the game we on? What's going on, Sexy Red? We worried about great grandmothers now. We worried about great grandmothers now. Remember, the game should have gave you access to all the women that you needed. Why do we got to go check people's great grandmothers? I understand that some of these great grandmothers are like 52 because everybody keep having kids by 13 years old, but these women you can easily dodge. What's going on, Lando? These women you can easily dodge being around. But again, he's SBEing the women without the women not even being part of the discussion. What's the difference between all of these topics and subjects? What's going on, Angela C? What's the difference between all these topics and subjects? And listening to somebody try to talk to these same women online about all the same stuff that's in these videos. Is that not SBE? That's totally SBE. That's just SBE with her ass not even being there. It's kind of role playing like you talking to the actual woman itself with her ass not being there. That doesn't make any sense to me. Let's go to this next video. Again, these are all from the same person. And I'm not taking this bullshit out of context. It's impossible to do so. Okay. You're a baby mama terrorist at best. Again, we're talking about the same woman who's a German Shepherd at best, who's a baby mama at best. Now she's a baby mama terrorist at best. Here's the thing. She didn't get that kind of power over a dude until a dude decided that he was going to impregnate her. Of course, I do agree with you, Sexy Red TV. I do agree with you. I mean, what SBE is doing is bitch explaining a bitch to a bunch of men who still want access to the same bitch. I do agree with you. That's what it is. It actually is. It's crazy. Again, if the only thing you have access to are baby mamas, single mothers, and German shepherds, dude, you got to expand your pool of women that you deal with. What's going on, Cedric Webb? What's going on, Ollie Lewis? I'm not gonna lie, the shit is entertaining though, but I'm just saying that if you are going to be staying here, you got to produce for the women that you actually stand for. All this stupid shit is doing is throwing her ass under the bus for no reason. Again, this dude is totally SBE, trying to pretend like he got all this game, and he's doing nothing but educate you about whack bitches. There are no conservative women on this list. There are no women that you want to be around and be about that he can give you access to. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, here's one. You're a single mother at best. What's going on? Hold on a second, see who this is. Devon Hollis, thanks for the $50, 50 something MX. Mr. Jeff said all I have to do is do push-ups and get a haircut and wash your ass. I too can get one of these lovely shepherds. Yes, sir. Only you can save a German shepherd, my friend. Again, if they single mothers at best and all this kind of stuff, dude, this is your problem. Pesos. All right, thanks. Again, we're talking about low quality people. Apparently. Now, this was a woman that I did not know existed or needed to be covered. Shout out to Mexico. Yeah. So now we got science. There is a science to short-haired German shepherds. There's a science to short-haired German shepherds, folks. How did you get access and how did you learn about all of these wrong type of people? How is this possible that you have all of this information about women that would wreck and ruin a dude in a heartbeat, but you ain't got no content on women you can practice game on a one-to-one basis and walk away with somebody decent that you can be able to do something with? But this is the actual stuff that you're actually talking about. Yeah. So provided you're right. Like, didn't Biggie say don't get high off your own supply? What's going on here? What is going on here? I do not look like a pallbearer. Pallbearers dress differently than that. Pallbearers don't even wear hats. But I feel what you're saying, bro. So let's go to our next video. Remember, we're spending hours talking about the same shit. Okay, we already did that one. Okay, so let's go through this right here. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. From the no shit Sherlock section. German Shepherds are articulate SLUTS. No shit. Who who the fuck told you to go major in bitches? Who the fuck told you to go gather all this information about unworthwhile people to give it to us? We know that shit. We know that shit. No fucking shit. Listen, if you found other crops and groups of women to deal with, there is no need to talk about the same sub-demographic of women unless that's the only women that you got access to. Let's go to the next video. Okay, so now we're getting into the crux of the actual. Hold on a second. Let me switch this up. Boom. Boom. Okay, so now we're on the back nine of this thing right here. So now we're going to turn around after a few of these, and now we're going to talk about him turning around and trying to feed you back to the same women that he just educated you about. After a couple of these videos. So let's look at this video right here. Another video from the No Shit Sherlock section of these many videos. Let's go down here. German Shepherds are messy and disloyal at best. Who would have thought? The woman that you sniffed around for all of these years, educating yourself on, is messy and disloyal. If she's messy and disloyal, why are you around such a person? Why do you feel at home around such a person? Why do you have so much information to impart about a specific sub-demographic of person? We already know that they're messy and disloyal. And actually, the women act just like the men. The men try to practice homegirl game with these damn women. If they're messy and disloyal, if they're all these crazy things, why are you trying to fuck with this type of person? This doesn't make any sense. What's going on, Eisen? Okay. You know what dovetails into that specific piece of obvious information? Like, this is the shit that you got to do when you stuck dealing with bad inventory. When you start dealing with bad inventory, you have to justify being around bad inventory. I don't know what part of the game that is, where you have to explain a bitch's action to other fucking dudes who don't want to deal with this woman. I don't understand that. Robbie Renaissance Media. Game is just social kills. It can be applied in all areas of life, just women. Not according to these people. Game is like the end all and be all. And that's not the definition of game, according to these dudes. Every time you go somewhere else, you hear a different definition when you talk to a different person. What's going on, Osama Abdel? Salute MOT. Thanks for the $10 super chat. I think I've heard you say there's a program where you can bring your lady from overseas to work with you without having to marry her, interested in some intel. If so, I have an LLC. Yes. Yes. There's a way you can do that. But I'm already connected to the government, so that's how come I can give out work visas, because I'm already signed up with the government. So I can do that. I'm not sure if normal people can do that, but if you're connected with the government, you can. So I mean, that's nothing to comfort Tariq about. He's trying to assert that there's like some fucking FBA bullshit. You know, failed Black Americans. You know, he has to push that bullshit all over the country. Good luck with that. You came up with your own brand of blackness, and now you got to get everybody to defend your own brand of blackness. I think that's fucking stupid. But that's just me. So let's go to this next video. This next video right here, again, why would you know about the lies that women spread about men if you study around the same fucking women? You know what? The women that you don't want can't spread lies about you if you're not around those women. If you are not around the women that you don't want to be with, yeah, I'll do that, Doug. Yeah, for Patreon. You know, I don't want to do that type of video out here because I have to expose a lot of personal information to do that. But yeah. So again, the only people who have such advanced information about how women act are fucking mama's boys. Mama's boy gang. That's what that is. You act like you act like a 304 to be around 304s, and then you give us advanced information about the 304 that we don't want and don't want to be around. That's a brilliant maneuver, my guy. That's a brilliant maneuver. Tell us about women that we don't fucking want to be around nor want to be with. That's real fucking brilliant. Real fucking brilliant. So let's go to the next video. Now, I want to actually congratulate Minister Jap on making this video. Because I do agree with him on this. And I don't think that's just a black thing or a single mother thing. I think that's a strong women thing. Strong women raise weak ass kids because they want to be in charge of shit, because they didn't get their position through no legitimate means. Say it again, Red Lord Black Sigma. All roads lead to you fucking with other people. Period. Yeah. The only unordained minister on fucking YouTube. You're right about that, Debate Mail Police. I do agree with that. But weak men actually come to YouTube and the internet to hear dudes talk about some woke bro bullshit and pick up some of the dumbest information known to mankind to go get back with the same women that put his dumb ass here in the first place. Because they don't go to learn how to be more productive as a person. They don't go to learn how to get their shit together. They want to take a shortcut through this type of bullshit information to end up in the exact same circumstances that their mother put their ass in. Trust me, I know about 90% of these fucking people do not want to get their shit together. They only want to get their shit together just enough to get them some in-house. After they got them some in-house, they're fucking done. They out here. Oh yeah, he does. He does. But the majority of his content is about this person you don't want to be around, which doesn't take that many videos. Just find other people to deal with. Not hard. So now we're going to go into Minister Jap on the SBE tip, trying to feed your ass right back into the same women. Again, let's go through this. Hold on a second. Hold on. Importance. Okay, let me switch this order. Let me go through this video here first. Now, I do agree with him on this. German Shepherds and settle-in marriages. I do agree with him with that. But guess how you get to deal with the same type of women? Practicing game, going up to the same type of women that you claim you're running, and feeding yourself subsequently to the same women that you don't run. Because again, you only get here by one cement house. Because if the lady who started Me Too, the lady who looked like KRS-One, if she can get a ring, then any woman can get a ring. And it's just, Ali Lewis, they don't even interact with the in-house. They just want the in-house around. They just want to be in close proximity to the in-house. They don't even get to interact with the in-house. They bring the in-house in their house, and then this person goes off and do whatever the hell they want to. Then they come to the internet and tell us about how good their life is going at the house. That's just crazy. Yeah, like I said, this YouTube thing is a release valve for people putting themselves in situations that they can't possibly live through. I do agree with you, Beta Male Police. Okay. Now, after he told you about their settled-in marriages, this individual made a live stream about this. Okay. Why on earth would I care or give a damn about women who don't know how to choose a man? What's going on, Israel Young Lion? What's going on, man? So why should you be concerned with a certain sub demographic of women who don't know how to choose? Why is that your problem? Again, whether they do die alone or whether they don't die alone is none of my business. Why? I'm gonna pick from other groups of people who know how to do things and run things. So now, given all the videos that I just said, no, that's not the last one. Hold on a second. There's a couple more here. All right, let's go to this video. Now, I didn't watch this video, but I'm pretty sure I probably agree with every single thing that he said in this video. But this is your topic of choice. So let me share this video right here. Now, I didn't watch the video. Could you further clarify this statement? Because I don't know what you're responding to. So could you further clarify that statement? You have to be more explanatory with that. Nah, Mati, the week out here for nah, they getting something. No, they're not, dude. Dude, there's a lot of these. Okay, I got what you're saying now. A lot of these people are in sexless marriages. A lot of these people are paying for in-house, and they in-house go out-house and go get them some in-house and somebody else's in-house as soon as they take their ass to work. And because they married the in-house, they can't walk away from the deal. So I do agree with them. There are people who put themselves in these specific type of circumstances, and they want to claim black family and all this stupid ass shit of why they get themselves in these circumstances. Like, listen, if you are complaining about women, you are the problem. Period. You should have moved on to a new level, new inventory of women. You know there's something wrong with the inventory. There is no behavior model you can actually go after that's going to help you with that. Not only that, as soon as you get your ass on the panel, they're going to make you answer for everything that ever happened to them. Not the bitch that put them through it, but some random motherfucker on YouTube that they just met. That shit crazy. Rap, what's going on, man? Yes, so there are men who married them. So now we're going to go to the other version of the SBE. They're trying to help you out with shit. And I'm going to show you why he's trying to help you out all of a sudden. Because if you actually want to help people out, that would be the majority of your content. But you on this game shit, right? So the only reason why you're trying to help these dudes get their shit together is to feed them back to the same German shepherds that you know are disloyal, that you know are dysfunctional, for your own benefit. Because here's the thing, the numbers are clearly on their side. There are so many people who want to make a deal for this actual person here. Dude, they ain't gonna never run out of options. So there's going to be a need for fake ass gatekeepers, because remember, these people don't know how things work. So they're going to go to anybody for the answer. And that's how they end up on the Fresh and Fits and AMSs and all this weak ass, dumb ass bait shit. To help you get with somebody who's going to be there for the temporary. By getting yourself in the best and most amazing shape in your life and giving this shit away to abject clowns for your own benefit. So now let's go to this next video. Again, these people think they slick. Again, another one from the no shit Sherlock department. Never wine and dine German shepherds. No fucking shit. But if you're practicing game, to get with these same sub-demographic of women, you're eventually gonna have to take them somewhere. But you got so much game that you ain't got to do shit like this. I don't know why you whining and dining these people that you know ain't going. ain't gonna do you right. So now let's go to the next video. Again, all this shit's from the same person. Here, here comes the fun part. So now he's about to tell you how to get the fuck out of this situation after doing all this shit. And this is something that I want to discuss. This is something that I really want to discuss. Okay, I do agree with the statement, but what's the use of having a statement of red pill awareness if all you dudes want to do is take your ass back to the same segments of people? Well, Red Lord Black Sigma, if the people don't follow the laws and rules within their country, they're gonna get fucked up anyway. That's why I don't worry about it. I don't even worry about it at all. I don't worry about it at all. Y'all not gonna make this new group of people be perfect to hide the bullshit that's going on here. But you have to understand this, man. Red pill was about that awareness, awareness, not awareness, not advanced information, so you could take your ass back into the same situation with new information on how to somehow overcome the situation. That's what it was. Awareness. That's what I'm saying, man. Have your shit together financially so that way you can get all the way the fuck up out of here. Yeah, but the actual red pill have been actually poisoned by a lot of these purple pill dudes. Like a lot of these purple pill dudes want to try to make it seem like they can do the best of both worlds. Because if you actually think, wait, hold on a second. Let me go back to what Red Lord Black Sigma said. Listen, if you really think that other countries is gonna put up with your ass coming to their country and fucking their shit up, you're out of your damn mind. They didn't play that shit in Germany when I was there. They didn't play that shit no place. You stepped your ass out of line, you got them hands. They got them hands legally. And you don't get to get out of their trouble overseas because you got a good ass attorney. Yeah, like Ali Lewis, listen, man. You're gonna have cloud chasers come around, you're gonna have people come around, they're gonna try to raise a whole bunch of money, and then they're gonna be out of here. They have no choice but to do the same fucking content over and over again, gaslighting these fucking people. I don't think these people are traveling like that. I don't think they're traveling like that. I don't think so. I think people are getting their money together and getting the fuck up out of here or going somewhere else, and they're not really making a big stink about it. Yeah, I go over there. I have a fucking itinerary about shit I do. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't even worry about it. Just like they can't act right here and they end up going to jail over some bullshit, they're going to take their ass over there and go to jail over some bullshit. I don't even care. They are not my fucking people. I don't give a damn. Because you should be leaving that bullshit here. You shouldn't be taking that stuff to another place. I fully endorse them putting them hands all up on your ass if you over there acting a damn fool. Yeah, that's what's up, LOM. So now that we just heard all of that shit from Minister Jap, Let's see what this fucking reptile is trying to fucking get you to do now. Now that you just heard all of that shit, let's see what this dude's trying to get you to do now. How many of you dudes, that's what I'm saying, they're going to end up like Brittany Griner over there over some hashish oil and doing like 9 to 10 years over some stupid shit. Man, look, nobody got time to be getting your ass out of jail. No, sir. No, nobody got time for that. How much time do you guys have to be trying to build a woman? You're not going to be able to build any type of woman. You ain't got time for that type of shit. She better already be ready to go when you meet her. All that other additional shit you put into somebody that you shouldn't be putting into, that's on you. I think that trying to build a woman, especially the wrong type from the wrong culture, is training German Shepherds in 100% of the cases. Then again, these people here can do whatever they want to here. I just don't want you wasting your time. I'd rather you take your money off the table and take your ass somewhere else. Or deal with somebody here who has some goddamn sense. That's what I'm like. You know, like most of these people are on some take me as I am shit. The fuck you mean building a woman? How the fuck do you build a woman? Like, what the fuck is that about? No, 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 no. I don't have time for that. You shouldn't have time for it either. Let's go to this next video. Now, keep in mind all the videos that I just shared. That was from this same content creator. So now we're going to look at this specific video, and you tell me what in the hell is going on here. Now, I'm not sure how many videos there are with within this series. Hopefully, it's a series. But if you pick from the right crop and group of women, what the fuck you look like trying to pick a side bitch in this type of mess? I'm saying, hey, do whatever you want, whatever you will. That's cool. But trying to teach dudes how to have two of these dangerous ass individuals around who's gonna be okay with you betraying the both of them is how your ass end up shot, stabbed, or even killed. There is no art and there is no science to how you get people past being betrayed. You cannot control how people act when they feel that they are betrayed. I'm sorry. But a lot of these dudes think that they got so high a fucking sex drive that they got to do some dangerous ass shit in a dangerous ass environment. Adult supervision. Listen, Clark Kent was put on a fucking space shuttle and was sent to Earth. He was raised by the fucking Kents. I ain't got time to raise no grown ass motherfucking woman. All right, that's some dumb ass shit. No sir, no sir. I'm not even playing with no dumb ass shit like that. No. Yes, that's all I was gonna do. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, bro, You can't teach nobody how to fucking do no dumbass shit like that, man. You can't teach nobody how to do that dumbass shit. You can't. Fuck out of here. I have no fucking interest in doing that. Okay, so now that we are that far into this content, now we're going to show you a video with another astro fucking shine within this goddamn space. Now keep in mind what I just said. Keep in mind all the shit we talk about the modern woman. Keep in mind everything that I just said. Everything that we just talked about. All those fucking videos about how not to get your ass into this situation. And look at this fucking video here. Why in the fuck do you need help on how to co-parent with today's woman? I thought you're supposed to be creating this intact fucking family unit. So why the fuck do you need help learning how to co-parent with somebody your ass never should have chose in the first fucking place? You need specific fucking information on how to do that? Here's the thing. That woman can decide to be hell on earth baby mama, or she can decide to be smooth as fucking cotton candy baby mama. She gets to decide how she's going to be with you. There is no class for that. If you fucking think that listening to these fucking idiots is going to make your baby mama treat you better, you out of your fucking mind. You are out of your damn mind. If you think that you're going to listen to somebody on YouTube and somebody on YouTube is going to make your fucking baby mama act right, fuck out of here. What's going on, Soft Sands? So now, he just told you about all this shit on what not to do. He just gave you all of this information on what not to try. So now you got to learn how to co-parent with today's woman. After you have all this fucking game, you still going through this bullshit, even after you have game. After you have game, you supposedly, she's not a German Shepherd, right? How do you end up co-parenting? Sounds like to me that you shouldn't be having your ass in this situation in the first place. Black Avenger, I have no idea. I don't want to learn how to co-parent. I'm sorry. I don't want to learn how to deal with the modern woman who has grown up, who don't need my fucking help. I'll just go pick from new inventory. Like I said, this shit is a release valve. This shit is a release valve for people who got their ass in some messed up situations. Listen, the stats ain't lying. The stats are not lying at all. You know exactly where your ass is going to end up at in very high number. And for our last video, from the same individual that I do agree with overall, And this is the reason why he's teaching you game in the first place. And this is what I do agree with him with. Mic drop. He's teaching your ass to be a goddamn janitor of the game. That's what he's teaching you to be. He's teaching you to be a fucking clown for these domestics here. He's trying to feed you back into these women for his own benefit. I do agree with him. Simps are the janitors of the game because all men are simps if you do business here domestically and locally. I do believe that. If you decide to put yourself in a situation that is not going to do you any goddamn good, this is what you're going to run your ass into. Anybody who's trying to charm a woman out of some temporary box word life, word life. I don't think it's simping if it's fucking reciprocated. The shit that I do for my girl, I wouldn't do for half of these women around here. Simping is a cultural thing. Like the shit not being reciprocated is a cultural thing. Very cultural. Yeah, I just don't have time to be at work all my fucking life looking for basic shit out of a woman. Man, look, I don't have time for no stupid shit like that. And I'm not gonna pretend like I have game or none of that goofy ass shit in order for that shit to work. Yes, reciprocation is the key. Like I said, Arabs are blue pill like a motherfucker. Why? They got a heavy hand that protects one party over another. Yes, there are consequences. When there are lack of consequences for male usury, yeah, that's what it is. I do think that your ass is a fucking simp for doing business in an environment like this. Can you win? Yes, but that shit's a rarity, man. We know it's a rarity. We know the shit is a rarity, right? We know it's a rarity. We know it. So while you have all these people coming through here trying to gaslight you and shame you and trying to socially, like, hey man, that stuff should have never got off the ground, man. Should have never got off the ground. It should have never been a cultural thing. Loyalty and decency isn't something that's game based. You are correct, Roosevelt. They don't get the respect of these people. They put their ass on, they stay there for a slight period of time, and then their ass is out of there. I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I'm never going to try to make it work here. That's what I knew. I was hell bent on finding another answer that was cultural, not local. Bronny Jones, I do agree with you. I do agree with you. I do agree with you. But see, a man would look at another man, see how happy he is, and say, oh shit, that dude settled for the first woman that treated him right. You goddamn right. It don't take that many. If you're with the right goddamn person, you don't need to keep going through this shit over and over again. There ain't nothing wrong with a person who decided to fucking settle for somebody who's gonna be treating them appropriately, regardless of what fucking culture they come from. Yeah. But at the end of the day, they don't want you having any type of choice. They want her choice to matter more than yours do. That's the whole point. The whole point is to guide you directly off into her decision making process. So that way you can get a less return on your investment and she can get a greater return on investment. I do understand. It does make a hell of a lot of sense for people in this circumstance to keep women as dishonest and as disrespectful as possible. That means that that woman is going to be coming back onto the market so many times that they can actually end up with a piece of ass at the end of the day. It makes sense the way they act. It makes sense the reason why they do stuff. I can understand it from their point of view. From their point of view, the more ass on the market, the better it is for them. It makes total sense for them. But that doesn't make any sense for men, productive men, who actually want to be the hell off the market, who ain't got time to be chasing women every 5 minutes. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for dating apps and text messages and dates and all that. Dude, I'm fucking busy, man. I ain't got no time for that shit. Are your women prepared to go? No? All right, I'm out of here. I'm going somewhere else. The women should be the same fucking way. Okay. Are you productive? No? All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go find me somebody else who's productive. I'm gonna get the fuck off the market. Yeah. Not hard. You can do this shit. That's what I'm saying, man. Like everything is simping, everything is tricking, everything is all that shit. Just so that way they can just be here on the market for no dumbass fucking reason, man. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. So all in all, this is what I'm saying. The gender war is a personal choice. It is a personal, unresolved issue that you're trying to get other people to fight on your behalf. You're going to have to move to different um, inventory. Bad inventory, your behavior toward bad inventory don't make the inventory better. I'm talking about for both men and women. Trust me. There was not a single fucking man that I know over the age of fucking 50 that I can maybe less than 4 that I can require to my good fucking aunts. There ain't that many fucking dudes I can request to fucking date one of my good ass aunts who's a fucking widower. Fuck no. These niggas? Nah. But wait, it's always been the great conflation. Because if things meant something very specific, then they would have nowhere to run to. That's why they have to. That's why they have to change the meaning of words and shit. They have to change the meaning of words because if it meant something specific, then they would be specifically losing. But they have to try to conflate shit to try to make things look like it don't need to be looking like. So again, first of all, he gonna get all this game about the women that you don't want to be around and should never be around, and then he gonna tell you how to get a side bitch, and then he gonna tell you how to co-parent. All this shit, the same fucking person. This is what the fuck we do when we got our fucking voice. Y'all don't understand how weak these motherfuckers make us look. How stupid they make us fucking look. Mark, I don't fuck with dudes like that. I don't fuck with dudes like that. Listen, if you trying to fight this motherfucker here locally, you own your motherfucking own, bruh. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Yeah, man. I get what you're saying. Listen, man. If you're gonna leave, there ain't no need to fighting these motherfuckers here. Get the fuck up out of here. I left this motherfucker so that way I can stop talking about bitches and fucking get on with my goddamn life. Because guess what? When you ain't gotta watch your motherfucking back, you could get a whole bunch of shit done. But if you have to keep wasting your time coming back onto the market every 2 or 3 fucking months because your in-house went out-house, man, fuck that. I'd rather go with people who got better staying power. There ain't nothing wrong with me for going to get that shit. I'd rather have that argument any day of the fucking week. I think it's awful weak to keep taking your ass on the market every fucking 5 minutes, running up in the bitch's face, trying to get her ass to submit. I think that's some clown ass shit. If they ain't going, they ain't going, man. If they ain't going, they ain't fucking going. And there is nothing that's gonna make them go either. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Hey, and most of them dudes got married fresh into college. Fresh into fucking college. All my Arab friends, them motherfuckers are married before they turn 24, 25 years old. They already having their first kid at 24, 25. All my Arab friends, all my Indian friends, most of my fucking Jewish friends, all the motherfuckers had that shit working like that. And that's a cultural thing that they have. Yeah, they do have it right. They do. And I've seen what happens when you don't have the protection of the group in the Muslim society. They kick your ass out the group. There is no, you get kicked out this group and all of a sudden you find protection in somebody else's household. They don't play that shit in the Muslim culture. Why the fuck you think I married one? Fuck out of here. Yeah. It's very okay for her to work on the behalf of the fucking family. It's not a problem. Because that's the type of shit I grew up with. So why wouldn't I go when I've already experienced a working system? You're supposed to fail at a bad system. Hey, more fortune. We do have a culture like that. Your household got to be the first one. 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 Don't worry about what the rest of these motherfuckers are doing. Your household got to be the first one. Stop trying to think that you need to see this shit on average in front of you for you to have some better shit. Man, fuck that. Go out here and get your shit together. Fuck what these people are saying. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. You know how I got my niece off the fucking market? Now these countries are for me, man. But I've been a lot of places. I don't know. I don't know. You got to go check. Cause like a lot of places where they're trying to send people, I don't even fuck with countries like that. That's why I went all the way over to Asia, where that shit doesn't happen all that often. That's why I went to Asian countries. I didn't even stop in the Eastern Bloc of Europe. None of that shit. I went way over there, or else I would have went to Africa, or unless I went to Panama or somewhere in Central America. All that kind of shit. Are there cultural consequences for her stepping out of the line? If the answer is yes, and that's the culture I fuck with. If not, if the family's in on that shit trying to rob you just as much as she is, fuck the whole culture. I'm not even dealing with that shit. That's how you got to be out here, man. You see, we can't have no real ass conversations within the space like that because most of the space is about keeping up bullshit ass conversations that shouldn't be had over and over again. While we trying to make sure people pocket money off certain people around this motherfucker, man. I'm not with that shit. That's some hoe ass shit, man. We can't even work with people across the aisle because we keep discussing this fucking bitch or this bitch ass nigga. It's just crazy. This is what I'm saying, man. These fake ass gatekeepers, these unlicensed motherfucking advisors and shit. This shit's dumb. This shit's weird, man. But hey, man, their failure ain't got shit to do with your chances that you take for yourself, man. It ain't got nothing to do with the shit that you doing. You let the motherfuckers fail. In order for this system to work, people gotta fucking die. All right? You gotta learn that lesson off of these dudes. You could be the example that fucking got this shit done, or you could be the person who didn't get this shit done right. It's up to you, man. Don't let being surrounded by failure stop you from trying a motherfucking thing. These people fail because they didn't try. Trust me, you can get your money together quite easily today. This ain't the fucking 60s and 70s, man. You let these stupid motherfuckers who want to complain about immigration, let them dumbass motherfuckers do that. You let these dumb motherfuckers complain about immigrants like you want to go to fucking Purdue Farms and pick that fucking chicken for $5.50 a fucking hour, well below minimum wage. Those type of jobs you fucking want? Those type of jobs you want? That type of shit you fighting for? I'm not fighting for no shit like that. No, sir. I'm not gonna waste any part of my fucking time trying to correct this bitch or trying to fight for unproductive ass dudes, man. It's just a waste of time. Hey, man, listen. I'm trying to lay down a very specific foundation that you are not to give a fuck about these people who are fucking yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You want to go to California and pick them fucking almonds and strawberries and fucking blueberries? All right, man. All right, man. I'm not taking my ass out there doing that shit. Trust me. I'm in my 40s and I picked cotton in my motherfucking life. Yeah, that's some humiliating ass shit. But however, hey, look, your boy ain't doing that shit no more, man. Yeah, it's what it is. You talk about immigration because you ain't doing shit with your motherfucking life, bro. That's what the fuck that is. Well, well, Roger Spice, like what they try to do is they try to take this non-working bullshit to another part of life that don't work. If the shit don't work, then it just don't work, man. Cool. But you got to understand, man. Being fucking bitch dependent, that's some bullshit. What's the difference between sitting on a bitch's couch, having her paying all your fucking bills, and doing a live stream about hoes every 5 minutes? Tracking down a bitch's fucking bullshit on Instagram and fucking reporting on it every 5 fucking minutes. You out here promoting her fucking product. Where your product at? You out here promoting her. She out here doing her. Fucking the entire planet and not giving a fuck about what you think about it. What you do? Cover the shit? Man, look at her, man, being all free and shit. You know, she should fuck with a nigga like me. Man, fuck out of here, man. Woman doing what the fuck she needs to be doing. Guess what happens when a dude that they don't want to fuck with shows up with a motherfucker that's finding what they are? Them motherfuckers get mad than a motherfucker when you show up with something like that. Listen, man, there ain't no motherfucking group. There are only households. Only fucking households. Stop looking at this group shit, man. This group shit is getting y'all fucked up out here. They don't deserve to be no fucking group. Most of these people don't deserve to be a part of our fucking group. Fuck them. Listen, man, bro, you better get this money while it's fucking quick to get, because as these Arabs and Indians come online, they're gonna be running more and more of these poor motherfuckers, and they got enough sense to run these motherfuckers and not live around them. Next thing you know, there ain't gonna be no more fucking jobs, because the people who can't get the motherfuckers will get the motherfuckers. You let these people continue to sit here and complain about dumb shit. Let them sit here on that shit, man. But you gotta understand, man, that a lot of these people be around this shit because it helps them justify the circumstances that they're in. And they normally act in this way so that way they can get access to the actual woman who acts the same fucking way. No, these dudes ain't got no real fucking game. They only acting like the bitch that they want to be with. So that way they can be their homegirl and shit. So that way they can play their homegirl game shit. That's all it is, man. I'm just glad that we got a voice to push back on these fucking reptiles. That's what I'm glad of right now. That you're going around lying about us, trying to throw other men on the fucking bus, and this is the bullshit that you're doing with your fucking man. Fuck them dudes. There is no reason for you to be failing right now. Listen, your boy was homeless twice, both my motherfucking fault. I built myself up from that motherfucking shit. Yes, I do remember exactly how I fucking remember. Every time I get ready to make some dumbass fucking decision, I feel them fucking bed bugs biting my motherfucking ass like they was biting my motherfucking ass, sleeping in a motherfucking homeless veteran fucking shelter with 10 stankin' ass fucking dudes. There's nothing that's gonna make me forget that shit. Nothing that's gonna make me forget that shit. And it was my responsibility to get my ass out of that fucking place. Even though I had plenty of kin folks in the fucking city who wanted me to fucking stay with them. Nah, I needed to sit in that motherfucking failure and loss and make sure I never fucking repeated that shit. Never fucking repeated that shit. And you really think the opinion of some whack ass motherfucker on YouTube who's trying to get with you with some whack ass bitch is gonna fucking make me forget about that shit, man? Fuck out of here. They want to steer you into this fucking failure, man. They want you to take over their shift. They want you to be that fucking relief pitcher. 78-3. They want that loss to be on your fucking record. They want to call you into the game in the 7th fucking inning. So that way this shit could be your fault. Man, fuck that. No, sir. I don't think so. It's a new day, man. It's a new fucking day. And we got our voice. And unfortunately, we got to fight most of this battle in-house. We got to fight this battle in-house against people who's trying to take down the tent poles in our own unit. This is not an outside threat problem. This shit looks straight like us. There's no reason for you to be failing at none of this shit. You want to be good at bitches? You want to be Mr. Major bitches? You want to be Captain Major bitches? Go right ahead, man. The same hoes you run, shut your fucking channel down every couple of fucking months. Church, I'm down. Church, I'm down. These hoes are hating. Yeah, the same bitches that you ain't got control over shutting your fucking channel down. No shit. Listen, man, you talk about things of fucking substance, you ain't got to worry about these motherfuckers coming after you for long. You ain't got to worry about that shit. You ain't got to worry about it. Tony Snow, thank you for the $5 super chat. Bruh, I've been people. Ministerjap was always SBE content creator. Nobody call them out because they want to sit at the cool table. Man, that shit ain't cool, man. That's not cool, man. You want to know what the cool table is? Being on a yacht in a private fucking party. That's where the fucking cool table's at. That's where the real fucking cool table's at. Yeah, that's where the real cool table's at. The real cool table is a motherfucking private motherfucking party in fucking Vail or Steamboat Springs with motherfucking celebrities around and shit. And motherfucking finest bitches that you ever seen in your life. Those are the motherfuckers cool table. That's where the cool table's at. You think these people can get your ass to that kind of cool table? Fuck no, they can't get you to that type of cool table. You gotta have a strong ass social circle. And you gotta have a fucking track record to be around people like that. You think that some of these defense industry motherfuckers or politicians is bringing around whack ass motherfuckers like this? Dude, you gotta be out of your fucking mind. You gotta be out of your fucking... Dude, they ain't never bringing nobody around like that. They're not willing to destroy their entire group for a couple of people, man. They ain't doing no shit like that. So I'm past the 1 hour and 30-minute mark, man. So I'm just saying, this SBE is some fucking bullshit. You let them dudes be on that shit, man. Just let them dudes be on that shit. Just keep your eye open, man, while y'all seeing this shit. Yeah, that's where they at the bottom. Bottom feeding. Trying to make the bottom comfortable. Yeah, yeah, I get it, man. But there's like a real less of what do you call it? It doesn't really take a whole lot to be a part of a conversation like that, man. It don't. I'm not gonna be around a bullshit like that, man. Because I'm not trying to feed people into a fucking problem. I'm past that shit, dude. I'm 20 years past that type of shit. 20 years past talk about bitches. 20 years past that shit. I feel like a grandfather and I ain't got no motherfucking kids. All that shit and still trying to holler at the next bitch around the corner, man. That's some bullshit. That's what it is. Some fucking bullshit. Yeah. This shit ain't hard, man. This shit ain't hard, man. Not now. The only thing you literally got to do is put yourself in fucking position now. There's a lot. It's not a lot of people showing up to these job trainings for these workforce centers. I know they ain't in the city and county of Denver. I could call her up right now and she'll tell me like, you know what? Didn't nobody show up for the training? You know who did? Arabs, Latinos, Asians. Can't even speak the fucking language. They up in that motherfucker trying to get that free training and trying to get on, man. You got to open up your social circle, man. Being on this race shit is stupid as fuck. Most of these motherfuckers don't know how to fucking act. So they hide behind that race shit so that way they can have a big ass pool of people to be behind. Shit's for the birds, bruh. For the fucking birds. So I want to thank you guys for coming through, man. I really do appreciate everybody coming through. Hold on a second. Let me get a link to this live stream for Sunday. Hold on a second. Because it's vitally important that we get this stuff down. So that way we can stop this repeat nonsense of fucking failure, man. You ain't got to fail, bro. Just because you came from some fucked up ass circumstances doesn't mean that you got to live through it. You're on the greatest ground floor to correct your own shit. Stop worrying about everybody else, man. All right. On Sunday, we're going to talk about this because I got a story for y'all on Sunday. Because this shit happened way, way too often. Way too often. And you got to look out for everybody around you. I want y'all to hit that link, go to Sunday's live stream, and I want you to like the actual live stream while y'all are here. It's going to be called the process, the cheat code, and the getting cheated code. That's what it is, man. Some sorry ass motherfuckers, man. It's just crazy. So I want y'all to go through, like the video, because that's right there is going to be the shit that we're going to be talking about on Sundays. No, sir. I got a very nice live stream for you, Stephen Nicole Williams. That's going to be coming up in 2 weeks, talking about stopping your progress to focus on starting other people's progress. Stop doing that, man. I understand, man. Listen, sometimes, man, you got to close the doors and hear the screams outside of it and be glad that your ass is on the side that done it right. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for coming through. Thanks for showing up to the live stream on the Man Tomorrow. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. You guys have a really nice rest of y'all day and productive week. Power to the producers.